Welcome to the channel and welcome to this 1500 point game of 9th edition 40k. Today we're in the Gehenna system on the world of Vulcanis in the caverns of Prospect 19. The local population call this place the Devil's Maw, and with good reason. The caverns open out beyond this gateway into the mineral rich bowels of the planet, and many an expedition has been lost to the gravity wells and rockfalls of the outer caverns. Today we see the forces of the Swords of Dawn pushing into the cavern, hunting forces of the Heretic Astartes. Sabre Company's Codicia Ren Selic has detected the psionic trace of an enemy they've faced before, the Sorceress Lord Marasha himself. So today we're joined on the channel by George and his Night Lords. Say hello, George.
Hello.
Don't be fooled by that friendly face. Beneath his chest lies the beating heart of a merciless heretic. So what have you brought for us today? Let's come and have a look at the Night Lords.
So I brought quite a lot. I've got a battalion detachment today, 1500
Wow,
points.
1500 points. That's a lot of models for 1500 points.
It is, yeah. I have 2 HQs. Got a Sorcerer and Exalted Champion today.
So Marasha himself and his trusty lieutenant.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Cool, okay.
Then I've got 5 troop choices. I've got 10 cultists with auto guns and a heavy stubber.
Yep.
Another 10 cultists, effectively cultists, with
Cool.
auto guns and a flamer.
Renegade guardsmen with lots of spikes, nice.
18 cultists with combat weapons and pistols and a flamer. And then 10 Chaos Space Marines with 2 plasma guns. And then 7 Chaos Space Marines with combat weapons and Astartes chainsaws and a melter gun.
Cool.
And Parax as well.
Okay, I can see an Obliterator and some Havocs as well.
Yeah, that's right. 2 heavy support choices.
Yeah.
3 fast attacks. So I've got a unit of 4 spawn altogether.
Right.
5
Okay.
raptors with 2 flamers and a combi flamer.
Yeah.
3 bikes with 1 melter gun on them.
Yep.
And then into elites, I've got 6 noise marines with a blastmaster and 4 sonic blasters. And then just 5 plague marines, power fist on the champion and a flail of corruption on a normal guy.
I wonder what the smell was.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So over on the other side of the table, we have Sabre Company Captain Janus Dark and his Lieutenant Dante Terrius. We've got 3 troops choices. We've got Devil Squad, 8 Assault Intercessors, and the Sergeant has a Power Fist and Plasma Pistol. We've got Hydra Squad. Sorry, that's Hydra Squad. 8 Standard Intercessors with Stalker Bolt Rifles. This is Kodiak Squad. 8 Intercessors with Standard Bolt Rifles. We have Minotaur Squad. 4 aggressors with the Bolt Storm Gauntlets and the Frag Grenade Launchers. We have the Storm Speeder Shrike. It's a Thunderstrike Storm Speeder, so it's got the Las Talon, all the rockets on the back and the missiles under the wings. We have Honoured Brother Zimiseo. He's a Redemptor Dreadnought with the Macro Plasma, Onslaught Gatling Cannon, and the Icarus Rocket Launcher and Storm Bolters. We've got the Impulsor Sirocco with the Shield Dome. And then we have Squad Sable. This is a squad of Obsidian Sentinels, they're Blade Guard veterans. There's 5 of them, no upgrades.
I love it.
So, the mission today is a custom mission. The Swords of Dawn are going to be pushing down this cavern through this opening into the cavern, the cavernous maw beyond, the power station there in the geothermal power station in the entrance to the caves. This is our deployment today. So the Swords of Dawn are going to be deploying in the mouth of the tunnel where there's no cover. And the Night Lords are going to be taking cover in amongst those buildings and in the cavern beyond. And the twist today is blackout. So the maximum range of all shooting attacks and psychic powers is 18 inches. I'm not sure which one of us that's going to hamper more, but it is definitely going to mean that I've got to push forward into the Night Lord's lines. And the win conditions today, there are 3 objectives on the table, one in the mouth of the cavern here, one at the back of this geothermal unit, and another at the back of this geothermal unit. So the winner of the game today will be the player that holds 2 of those 3 objectives. If it's 1 each, it will be a draw. I might declare a winner based on power level killed. We'll see.
Sounds good.
So without further ado, let's get into the game. Here we are at the end of the first turn, and the Swords of Dawn have pushed up through the cavern mouth into the opening, and they've been faced by, all of a sudden, a whole strike force of Night Lords and their cultist slaves. So the blackout twist that's affecting the game has really sort of hampered this the first turn, limiting any shooting to range 18 inches. None of the Swords of Dawn units were in range when they finished their movement phase. Only a couple of the Night Lords units moved up into range. Even the Havocs stayed out of range on the first turn. We did see one very brave charge from the Chaos Bikers, though, making it into the Land Speeder, Storm Speeder, sorry, doing 1 wound to it and taking 1 in return.
Slightly wise, but
we'll see. And the Dreadnought's down to 12 wounds. Took a little bit of incoming fire. Other than that, just a smattering of light fire, and into turn 2. End of battle round 2, and the Swords of Dawn have taken the centre objective here. The Obsidian Sentinels piled out of the impulsor and obliterated the bikes. The Redemptor Dread moved forward. That took out the Plague Marines that were this side of the generator. The Storm Speeders flying over the top. That did some damage as well. The Assault Intercessors wiped out the Heretic Astartes that were on this objective, although they have taken some damage from a squad of Raptors that dropped down from the ceiling of the cavern. The Obliterator here is moved in. Didn't really do anything particularly damaging this turn. And the fire from these Chaos Space Marines just pattered off the Redemptor Dread and the aggressors behind them. On this side, the Spawn have sliced their way through the impulsor. It didn't detonate when they finished it off, but that's 2 combat phases where they've rolled the maximum 6 attacks each. And then we've got some Noise Marines just moved in from the shadows on this side to bolster the cultists on this side of the table. So we'll move on to turn 3 and see how the battle flows. So at the end of battle round 3, things look slightly different. Captain Dark went charging into the Exalted Champion, and because I forgot my rules, he fell over and got knocked on his arse. The Exalted Champion then ran round these crates, and with the help of Marasha, took out the aggressors. Over here, the Redemptor is still active, but down to 3 wounds, thanks to 2 shooting phases from the Noise Marines in the corner. And here, the last solitary remaining Raptor has engaged the Storm Speeder in close combat. Failed to do any damage, but the Storm Speeder didn't do anything back either. So we'll move on to turn 4, and we'll see what we can do about these 2 annoyances here. And what may prove to be one of the final actions of the game is the Obsidian Sentinels squad Sable charge into the Exalted Champion to avenge the falling of Captain Dark. He's okay, look, he's got up. He's going to survive, but Sergeant Stone isn't happy. And when Sergeant Stone's not happy, heretics tend to die. So we're going to roll his attacks separately to see if he kills him. 5 attacks on the charge. 4 hits. Nothing goes through automatically to wound, despite the duelist's trait. And then he's strength 5, so 3's to wound. That's 4 wounds. This is -4 AP because we're in the assault doctrine, and 2 damage each.
You got him.
He's dead. He's very, very dead. Sergeant Stone has a slight smile on his face. And at the end of Swords of Dawn, turn 5, silence falls over the battlefield. The Night Lord survivors have melted back into the shadows, leaving the Devil's Maw in the control of the Swords of Dawn.